And well, joining me live on this special show is Mithali Raj, the OG star of Indian women's cricket. Welcome to NDTV, ma'am. First up, of course, it is a historic moment indeed for all of us. Your thoughts and emotions when Team India lifted that World Cup?
It was an historic night last night when India won the World Cup, and something that each one of us who've played World Cups, who've represented India at this big event, always wanted to get our hands on the trophy. And we were sort of got two opportunities in 2005 and 2017. But I think to see the team get past that line and making everybody's dream a reality.
Mithali, you've led India to two World Cup finals in the past. What does this monumental victory mean, not just for women's cricket, but also for women in sports, for all those young girls who perhaps dared to dream and to have a career in sports?
If you get the support, then you're able to spread your wings and fly. I mean, every player had the support of their family, the parents, coaches. They had the support of the board, BCCI, because BCCI is the one who's given them the resources with equal pay parity 3 years back, starting the WPL, the launch of WPL, and commercializing the franchise league, the media rights as well. I think the victory last night, the winning this World Cup, means a lot in the context of where India stands globally. Also, in terms of women's cricket, it sort of shifts the balance. For the longest time, we've always thought Australia is the team to beat. Now, slowly, you can see that India has beaten Australia in the recent times quite often, and now being the world champions in the coming years, I see India being the dominant force on that platform.
Right, absolutely. You speak of how there needs to be a cohesive force behind anyone working towards their goal. Just a follow-up on that. How has Women Premier League, WPL, and BCCI contributed to this?
I think hugely. I mean, it has played a very significant role because whether unearthing talents like these youngsters, Kranti God or Sri Charni, who are the products of WPL, they got picked through WPL. Then the girls having that self belief to turn things around in those crunch moments. That is because they were put into those experiences during these franchise leagues. Every time there is a tight games in these franchise leagues, they are able to get themselves out. They're able to compose their nerves. I think those experiences have really helped them get through this tournament. There were many moments where India really got themselves out of that crunch situation. There've been players, individual brilliance we were able to see during the tournament. Every match had a new woman of the match, like a different player of the match. That itself is a reflection that all these players had the platform of a WPL, where the franchise league, they were able to sort of play with the Australians, understand the mindset, they know their plans, because when you play together, you exchange your strategy and plans. So that in a way also helped. And the pay parity, which Mr. Jaisha, as a secretary of BCCI, brought, he is the one who's launched WPL, commercialized it, got media rights, and then as an ICC chair, he's got the prize money like four folds.
Mithali, you've been a trailblazer. You've worked till we see this day today. You've captained the team from 2004 to 2022. What are your thoughts on Harmanpreet Kaur's leadership role, and how perhaps important is leadership both on and off the field?
When it comes to captaincy, it's very important. The captain is aligned with the coach, and I got to see that equation that she shared with Amul Mazumdar, because he, as a coach, has a very critical and a very significant role to play, because he's managing the team off the field, and she's the one manages the team on the field. So they have to be aligned with the vision, the plan, the strategy they have for the team. And he's a man of few words, very little that he speaks, but he does a lot of job off the field, managing the players, getting the players ready, and then handing it over to the captain so that she can then take the players on the field. And when it comes to captaincy, I think having the right support staff also helps hugely, because then you get the stats, you get the numbers, you're able to plan and strategize in and around it. And also having the players been given roles that they have a clarity when they walk in onto the ground. They know what they're supposed to do. So
Right.
having that clarity among the players is very important. And in that perspective, it's just not the captain. I think we should also sort of give credit to the coach, because he's also the man who's worked along with her to get the team to do their best.
Amalgamation of everything that led to the moment that we are witnessing today. Mithali, you've, of course, like I mentioned, you've been a trailblazer from leading the fight to witnessing history unfold yesterday. My last question to you, your message to everyone watching you tonight.
It's the time of India now globally, especially in women's cricket. I can say that in the coming years, I see India dominating and consistently, and with the WPL, and things are only going to grow higher. The graph is going to go higher and sharper. So all those people who are keen to get their girls into sport, into women's cricket, and all the young budding women cricketers, this is a dream. And India has finally cracked it to winning a World Cup. And perhaps everybody will also have a shot at, having the vision of, dreaming big, because resources are now plenty. It's just a matter of putting hard work and, making the sport even more bigger in our country.